Greetings, I am Liz.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game
together. Yay!
Alright, so when last we left, we just found out that wonders are happening to Rita's body. All at once.
She's healthy, it's just all in her head right now. It's fine.
Or, her body is completely, she is healthy, and they're doing wonders for her body, is really what's going on here. And it's like, she's already we beat it into the ground, it's fine. Alright, Rena is healthy. Her meds are doing wonders to her body. Not for her body, to her body. Sorry, they're doing it to her. She feels weak every now and then, but mostly she's a normal, healthy child. Oh.
Small baby.
But she's a fighter. I assure you, she will pull through. Pull through what? I mean, you can't tell us, but if you know, you should tell her.
Mm-hmm. It should be a thing.
Listening to Miki makes me feel all sorts of relieved. That's so human compared to his normal language. His normal language is so stiff and formal, even in his own head.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
And this is sort of like that gimmicky, all sorts of relieved.
Aww.
That's very trendy language kind of thing, like your friendly casual. That's a little bit wild.
Yeah, well, it's not like we can really figure out this character anyway, because there are still things that go on that we suddenly aren't aware of, and then suddenly the character does that we have to just react to.
I'm still like, we still don't have parents. No parents for you. It's like a weight has been lifted off my chest.
Oh, she doesn't have chronic waifu. Oh, she does still have chronic waifu disease.
She does.
She does. She has terminal waifu disease.
I would say, but it's not terminal. It's just chronic.
I mean... Nope. That could be pretty terminal.
It's not going to kill her. It's just going to stay there. She won't stop waifuing.
I mean, it could kill her.
If she doesn't... Oh, well, see? Imminently she's going to be married, so it's only chronic and she won't die.
But all people die.
The medication we're giving her is engagement in a bottle.
Oh, God. And this is what this one has to do with your life. It has to do with pretendy fun juice.
Oh, God.
So we just sort of slog her up a little bit for a while, and she was engaged. Actually, that's why we put her in her room.
That's why her medicine has to be administered in her room. Because she goes on a real hard trip for a few minutes. And then passes out real good. I love Scream! Also going, Miki, are we married now? Oh my God! I love you, Bonk. I see why all of her patients love her so much. They're all drugged too.
Yeah.
Oh!
I know. Miki's reaction to us is also to go, shut up, I need to drug you now. Sounds about right.
All right, well, my chest is unweighted now.
Oh, good.
I'm so glad to hear that, Miki. Thank you for telling me. Nothing, really, except that Rena's completely healthy, but also weak sometimes, but is going to pull through her experience of complete health because she's a fighter.
I honestly...
But the medicine's doing wonders
for her
body.
I mean, sorry, to her body.
To her body. You're right, it was an enema.
See, it's aware.
I know you've broken all sorts of protocol to tell me the truth, even by giving me no information at all. But...
That was honestly all over the place. Miki, I will tell you the truth. I will tell you, great. You're going to figure out which of these is not like the others.
You know what? I heard from someone who worked as an orderly in a hospital one time, a friend of a friend, that the nurses in the ER often lie about their personal lives when they're asked questions in extreme situations. Because I was like, there was this one time I met this, really hardcore looking nurse, like very serious, very military, very fit. And probably about, 5'2", kick your ass, right?
Right.
And I was like, wow, you seem super cool. And then I was like, do you have any kids? Because that's, a thing you ask, women of a certain age, because you're trying to figure out what to talk to them when, you're a mess and being stupid, right?
It's such a topic, yep.
It's such a topic. Women ask women, I guess. Girls ask women, going, are you a mom? My mom's not here. And she's like, yeah, I have 9 kids. And I'm like, really? And then later this orderly is talking to me like, they make that kind of shit up all the time. They know you will never see them again. And it just makes it interesting for you for a minute. And then they don't have to actually share their personal lives. And I'm like, you're kidding.
Aww.
I was like, okay, but that's fine. But I was excited for her. I was like, you seem really well adjusted and enthusiastic and well rested for someone with 9 kids.
Honestly, also, I would be like, that would be impressive just on the level of going,
you work as a nurse?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You work as a nurse and you seem put together really well.
Wow.
And also going like, Dang, I wanted to write a story about you.
I was gonna tell everyone else they could be inspired by you, but you might not exist. Damn!
No.
Alright. I know you've broken all sorts of protocol to tell me the truth, but, Miki gets really close to place her hand on mine. She doesn't reach over. She goes, pep against you, and then puts her hand on yours. Boink! By just lowering her arm straight down. Boink!
Boink! It's
And you're
okay.
just-
It's
whoa.
okay, baby.
Miki places her hand on mine, the one that doesn't have the tray of medicine or the clipboard.
That's not attached to her side either. So another hand slowly comes up from behind.
Her fifth hand reaches out and lays on mine.
How it's her fifth hand, I will never tell you how, I know, but it's totally her fifth.
That's how she nurses so well. I feel my heart thud inside my chest. Marina's gonna be okay. I mean, Miki's touching me. I mean, girls.
Yeah, girl. Ken somewhere. Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, you're just...
You're so hopeless.
I'm going, if I think about girls enough, I forget about you, I think. Why are you
Aw.
so nice? Hey, no worries. I'm not always honest toward other people, but I'm going to make an exception. I usually lie out my ass, just like those nurses in the ER. Oh my god.
I also might be lying to you right now, so you have no reason to really believe me, and the fact that I'm telling you this should make you suspicious.
Could be telling you that I'm actually lying to you, but I tell all my patients I'm telling them the truth to make them feel comfortable.
Yep.
Because really, in general, in
That's
a
my
performative
job.
job, you can do that.
Yep, especially in a sex worker job, I imagine. I'll
Hey.
tell you whatever you need to hear, honey. It's okay.
It's fine. You got this. We got this.
We got this. It's okay.
I think you're a good guy, mister. Remember, you helped me with my knee that one time when I couldn't even walk anymore. You somehow made me walk again, and it was amazing.
It was great. I couldn't figure out what else I did past that point, but I certainly got it taken care of, and now I'm walking great. It's never been brought up ever again.
When I woke up later in the nurses' quarters, my knee had been tended to, and I was put on a cot. I assume you didn't do those things, but probably Louisa did, since we're the only nurses in the hospital.
You know, that would make total sense to me. Why not, Louisa? I wonder if, was Louisa tense afterwards, actually, by the way? Because I'm trying to figure out if it was Louisa, or am I just hallucinating again?
Right, going, Louisa going, and when
It was
I came
Dr.
back,
Barton.
when I came back to the nurses' quarters, there was blood all over the floor, and my other nurse companion was passed out in a puddle.
That was Dr. Barton.
I think it was probably Dr. Barton. Going,
Yeah.
I brought you to the nurses' quarter. Mickey falls down. Oh, you're here, Dr. Barton. I've got this, mister.
Don't worry, I'm here
Mister,
for
she
you.
doesn't seem very good. That's okay. We doctors know our shit, and she'll be just fine.
It's fine. It's not like we're specialists and we have specific fields where we're good at things, or that we forget anything. I am always on top of my game, even if I've been awake for 48 hours.
Doctors are just like archaeologists and historians. They study absolutely every corner of their field.
Ah!
Just ask Indiana Jones and every fictional specialist ever.
Yes.
That was a massive, massive joke, just so you know,
Yes.
because people who are in fields specialize. And in fact, there's a lot of nurses that go into very specific nursing fields, such as sonar and oncology and radiation or X-ray, and they're an X-ray tech.
Yes.
You know, and they're not general nursing.
Yeah, they're not what they like to call like a general practitioner nurse, which is more generic, but that is still pretty. You can get more people who are more specified, basically practitioners.
Okay, and the thing is with any field, you really do. You don't have an archaeologist that just does everything.
Yes.
You don't have a paleontologist that just does all dinosaurs all over the world, everywhere. They specialize.
They do, and they specialize in specific areas, and also many of them sometimes are like, I had to learn specific languages in order to get to certain areas, so thanks.
And you know why they specialize? Because it helps them learn more about their topic and be more of a specialist.
Ah!
All right, be more of
Yeah.
a subject matter expert. You can be more of an expert if you focus in harder.
Yes.
Anyway, she thinks we're a good guy. It's fine. I've seen hundreds of patients coming and going, which are both things we take care of here at the hospital. But none are as cool as... I could almost hold it. I almost
I
hold
could
it.
have held it just out of sheer, exasperation of going, I know where this is going, and I don't like it.
Yeah,
I would
but-
rather watch Maidsom on 1.5 speed
All right.
right now.
But none are as cool as you. I've known you for a day and a half and only about 30 minutes over total, and I think you're the coolest person I've ever met in my life.
Perfect.
I try my best not to grin.
Because that would make me uncool.
Cause if I smile, I seem like a kid. Oh, shucks. Thank you, Miki. You're so cool, too.
My
Just
God, this dialogue.
hiding your injury
Okay.
and keeping your pain inside and hiding all your flaws from all your patients, that just makes you strong and cool.
I think I figured out what bothers me.
Go, what is it?
The dialogue is fucking stilted and unnatural as hell.
I mean, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's really just like
and
clipped
sometimes
and
the back and
abrupt.
forth is real awkward, where it's like you get 4 cycles on your side, and 2 of them are thinking, and 1 of them is talking, and then 1 of them's descriptive.
Yeah.
And then you go back and she says something, it's like, what is the pacing here?
Yeah, no, I don't get it. It doesn't feel like a very natural conversation. None of these conversations feel very natural at all.
Not
They're very awkward and they're very...
particularly.
Yeah. They feel very...
In fact, of the
performative.
2 nurses, and since this is my newest girlfriend, we're going to decide Rena's still a nurse, even though she's underage. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I said she's already...
She's a specialist.
She's a prodigy. And she's already finished nursing school, but then she was dying of something, and so, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was super awful. That's why they all were like, do it for her.
Do it for her. Her
Yeah.
strange illness, her pervasive waifu disease. You're just like, you can't become a nurse if you get married before you finish medical school.
No!
No! Before you get out of high school.
That's the thing. So she was suffering from waifu disease, but as soon as she becomes the waifu, she stops suffering from the disease. So
Right.
that's the only way. It's kind of like, what was it, Hanahaki disease?
Okay.
Okay, there's a trope that I know of where, so I can't remember exactly what it's called, and you'll have to forgive me, but I think it's called Hanahaki disease, where apparently it's a fantasy illness, where the individual who's suffering from unrequited love starts vomiting or basically coughing up flower petals until basically it kills them, and it's so melodramatic and it's hilarious. Like, I don't really get it.
But basically,
it seems
if the
visually...
love doesn't get requited, they die.
they die.
All right, well, there we
Yep.
go. You're the coolest nurse I've ever met. Of all 3 nurses that I've known, in really tiny little segments, for the 3 days I've been here, and this being the 3rd day, not 3 full days, you are the coolest.
Yep. And I think I might have known you earlier when I was either passed out or so drugged I don't remember. But yeah.
But that one,
Yeah.
Miki smiles. Is she blushing?
I don't know. I can't tell on these models.
She's
certainly really bright.
Looks like she's blushing.
Like,
except
she
for
is a beacon.
She actually looks like she's Dayglow to me. She looks like she put on the really thick sunscreen and lightened it up. Maybe put her on her foundation, too pale a foundation.
Oh God, you know what that reminds me of?
Hmm.
It reminds me. So we were looking at TikToks, and there was this lovely individual on there. I assume identified as he/him. He's an albino, and he's an albino, basically, model. And they're like, yep, just having fun around the pool kind of thing. And then it changes over to him where he is, and he's just covered in sunscreen.
Yeah,
and
just
looks
like
ridiculous.
poured on. He's like, just a little extra sunscreen.
And it was really funny.
Anyway, his TikTok is pretty funny. We ran into it a couple of days ago, and I do not know his name. But he and his wife and their baby seem to be having a blast, as well as he seems to have an awesome time with his little brother, who is also an albino, and it's super cool.
Yes.
I mean, based on the parts they're sharing in social media, it looks like they have a lot of fun. He also looks like a huge anime nerd, which is kind of awesome.
Which is adorable, too. Yeah.
Looks like she's blushing. Doesn't look like it to me, but that's cool. I get that all the time. But hey, I'm always happy when I hear it from people. It's not as happy when I hear it from, like, the desk, or my shoe, or a good dog. You should love it from a good dog.
Good dog. I love you.
Best good
You're
dog.
You're so cool.
You
says
are the
dog.
coolest nurse I've ever met.
Miki, I will never question that this is an animal talking to me, but you know.
But it's fine when I hear it from you, but it's great when I hear it from people.
Yes, it's perfect.
And I know what this is meant to be, but hey, I'm always happy when I hear it from people. But basically, just like, it's nice to hear it again. But it just sounds like, with this dialogue being so awkward, it's really like, but I'm always happy when I hear it from people.
Like I said, this dialogue is really like, it's very artificial sounding.
And she is really trying to do that super confident, cocky thing of, yep, I get that all the time. Wow, you're so pretty. Everyone says that.
Oh,
Thank
honey.
you.
And she might not even be. She'd just be like, I get that all the time. Mm-hmm. Please, I want to die. Please just stop talking.
It's fine.
To
Everyone,
me.
your hair is so pretty. It gets in everything. How may I help you?
Can I assist you? It gets sticky. Do you know why it gets sticky? You don't want to know. Hi.
You're worried about Rena, huh?
What?
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
What?
What is that segue? It's always nice to hear it from people. I have stared at you. I have looked into your soul. You don't like me as much as you like Rena. You pay more attention to Rena. You ask more personal questions of Rena. We had an exchange back and forth here, and you asked me 0 questions about me. They were about Rena.
What? This is so freaking strange.
Because it's like we were worried about Rena.
I thought she was going to be done.
Ago.
And you're like, okay, well, let's wrap up. And, okay, do you feel good? Do you need anything? Do you want water, food, blah, blah, blah?
Let me
I'm just going to leave.
Give you the medicine I came in on the tray with. Because she came in with a tray of medicine.
She did. I think she gave it to us, though.
I guess I can't deny it any longer. You didn't deny it. You literally admitted it just a minute ago. And then she told you about Rena's condition because you said you were worried. Am I misremembering that he did not say he was worried?
Okay, so here's my question. Sorry, I've been actually having this slow thing building up in the back of my mind going, so did the person who wrote this story go, that's going to sound really fucking weird to put a story out about a teenager falling in love with and declaring ultimate undying romance for a career woman in her 20s and 30s?
Mm-hmm.
And go, that's really strange.
So they're going to try and send you towards Rena real hard?
Uh-huh, because even they're kind of like, this thing, and I'm like...
Then you could have your nurse fantasy, but you then end up with an appropriate,
age.
person. I have no idea. But it does seem like a lot of these games have an intended path, or at least an intended first path for you to take. For sure.
But that's the thing that I'm like, fuck you, you shouldn't have done this game then! That's the other thing that I got mad. You want to do sexy nurse fantasy and whatever, just do it! Oh my god, it's a game!
I guess I can't deny it any longer.
It's not like the rest of it is well written.
Had been denying it at all. I don't think I was. I nod my head. I wasn't looking at you blushing. I was worrying about Rena. Let's take the focus off of you. I was just thinking about Rena. That's totally what was going on.
Yeah, Rena in my brain.
Have you ever thought about how unfair the world is?
She just told you she was going to be fine.
But the fact that a beautiful young girl gets to be sick at all and has to be in a hospital, even for one day where she could otherwise be out in the sun with her pale, ghost-like skin, it's a shame. It's an injustice. Yeah, I don't know either. I really don't know.
I'm judging because I don't believe that spiel for 2 seconds at all.
Again, you're worried about Rena. I guess I can't deny it anymore. But then instead of admitting it, you're just like, have you ever thought about how unfair the world is? Is that just an abstract that I'm not used to? Is that vague blogging about this? Is that going, we understand each other so well. Clearly I'm talking about Rena and you know this.
Yeah, right?
Like, why do the nicest people always get sick?
Is she nice?
Okay.
She eats chocolate. She's
Everyone
adorable.
loves Louisa. Rena is cool as... Oh, no. Miki is cool as fuck. Miki is cool as fuck. And Rena is the nicest person in the whole world.
What?
That is what we have now determined is going on in Mister's head. Nice, cool, and... What was the other one?
Mom?
Invasive
mom.
And well-loved. Well-loved.
Well-loved.
Nice, cool, and loved.
Everyone loves them.
Everyone loves Louisa, according to Mister.
And then everyone...
Hey, Mister!
Mister, wait! Mister! You're so nice.
And so, we called you really cool, Miki, but you're not nice.
Yeah.
Cool people are not nice, excuse you. If you want to be cool as shit, you cannot be nice. Many people with more complex characters excuse you.
I begging your pardon,
Beg your pardon.
What?
You know what? Excuse you.
Screw that.
The nicest people always get sick. So what he's saying here is that this isn't the nice people sometimes get sick, or why do some nice people get sick, or why does sickness happen to nice people? He's going, why do the nicest people always get sick? So in his worldview, the nicest people in the world 100% of the time get sick. Like, that is what their fate is. They will get sick.
Yes, and it's kind of ridiculous, actually. I get that they're going for potentially, like, a serious amount of hyperbole here for drama. Why do they, like, use the thing where you exaggerate?
He's going,
heavily.
emotional, of going, why?
The nicest people always get sick. Whoa!
Miki shrugs, but her face tells me that she has an answer for everything.
Oh my god.
Because she always does. Because she's perfect. Because she's so cool and composed and unemotional, except when she's emotional with me and just me, because I'm the best patient and the neatest person she's ever met in her whole young life and career.
Miki staring into the mirror. I'm so tired. Like, oh god.
You know what? It's too bad you didn't ask me if I get enough rest, because the answer would be no.
No. Bitch.
Maybe because whoever is giving them these illnesses...
What?
Whoa.
What?
She's just going like, all right, all of you without the masks, you're doing this to the nice people who wear the masks.
Right, and she's not wearing a mask right now, and she's in a freaking hospital.
No, I'm just gonna date this, basically going like, we're around each other, so we've all been, let's just assume that in the hospital they have a cure, because why not?
Oh,
I was gonna
God.
say, but like, it's just, the nicest people get sick because other people, assholes just won't wear their masks.
You're right.
Maybe it's
not like-
because whoever's giving them these illnesses, if there is indeed someone out there who decides which person gets sick, some evil villain, and I'll throw a dart at this demographic and a dart at that demographic. Minions! Ah, yes, go make sick all the random names I just stabbed.
Do it, please. I
Very
require
important.
this.
All right, sir, you've got an entire list up there of the nicest people ever. They're all the ones that are in the faith in the restored faith in humanity stories. Oh,
Oh shit.
well, I'll keep playing. It's fine.
It'll be fine.
So all those good stories, where it's it restored my faith in humanity. Then that's who that villain is targeting.
Yes,
Well,
there's someone out there who decides when a person gets sick.
I
That sounds so silly to me. Suddenly we're going into a God narrative here, or are we going into Satan causes?
like that's what I was doing too. Going, is this
Satan.
going religious real quick? I'm just gonna finish the sentence because it's gonna be hard to come back into a
Sure.
sentence splice. They know deep down that the person is strong enough to handle it. That is a God narrative. This is the Lord Jesus never gives you more than you can bear.
Bull fucking shit! You should go sit on it! Oh my god!
His grace is sufficient for me. I wouldn't become sick if I couldn't handle it. I am tired of that narrative, and it has hurt me a lot, and hurt my mom a lot more in her life. And it just has never helped either of us.
That is... Wow! Wow!
So my friend also grew up with this narrative in their Mormon upbringing, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I heard about it, but it was also weird to sort of get, sort of an interesting, side to it of going that people just get sick, because my dad was a doctor.
Right.
So you couldn't blame that, because when you're around it so much, you just go, no, everybody gets sick. You really realize it doesn't matter. Anybody could get sick. It's not about how good you are, or how bad you are, or what you do with your life. It's not how fat you are, or how skinny you are. It has nothing to do with that. You just get sick.
And the Bible narrative that I got is everyone that does get sick, at the time in their life that they get sick, is when they're strong enough to handle it, or it will build their character, or God's helping them learn a lesson, or that they can tolerate it, and His grace is sufficient. He wouldn't bear me down like this if I wasn't strong enough to hold it up. That's what I heard over and over.
Yeah, well, and I'm and this is the very narrative of why, to me, here in the United States, since so much of it is so Christian-based, and also going, let's be afraid of getting an education, right? Because, but, this is one of the reasons why so many more people get sick, is because this belief of going, if you're a good person, you won't get sick. Or I can just handle it because I'm strong enough to, because I've done the work, I've done the thing.
Or an experience that I've run into of going, if I get sick, it's basically God making me stronger. Pointing out where I need more patience or more thoughtfulness, then making me better and stronger.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying, my mom didn't do that bullshit either. She on her own, with her own, basically, needing to have God and needing to have religion kind of thing, especially in a very specific way. I'm not saying that God and religion is inherently a bad thing. My biggest problem is just,
I am not saying it either. What I'm saying is it didn't work well for me, and the way my family exposed it to me to it never brought me any joy and did bring me a whole lot of pain. And what I have seen is that it's also done a bit of that for some of my family as well. On the other hand, some of my family seems very, very happy with their experience with it, and that's great. They don't seem like happy people, but they seem very happy with their experience with religion.
Overall, it's been
they don't seem
solid.
like religion is harming them in any way, and in a lot of ways it seems to help them get through stuff that they have, and that's super cool. But for me personally, by myself, it has not been a good fit and a good experience in any way I've ever been exposed to Christianity. So at any rate, we're gonna have to see that the people might just be strong enough to handle it in this fictional world that has now pulled the God card with sexy nurses in the next one.
I never thought we would go there. And now sexy nurse is going to go to Jesus. Here we are. Find Jesus in your sexy nurses. Oh my God. I wonder if somebody got to this one and was like, oh no, now I am reminded of my Jesus narrative. Quick! I need to stop being sinful and pick someone else.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And please also feel free to share our videos if you're having a good time with us.
Yes.
Also, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or Patreon if you want to help us more directly. We've got some links in the description down below. And other than that, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies. And it was great playing with you. Bye!